What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a tire rotation, and maybe some of you guys are scared to do it yourself. Maybe you think it's difficult. Maybe you are just lazy and you don't think it's worth your time, and so on and so forth. But if it's not a place where you bought your tires, most likely folks are going to want to charge you extra for this, unless your tires come with a warranty and you go to that same exact place. But I need to rotate mine. I always do it all myself. That way I know my lug nuts are tight. That way I know my wheels are done the right way, because I've lost wheels before when I had shops do it for me. So I always just do it myself because I can, and I'm in the position to do it, and I'm not going to pay somebody else to do it for me. It's just one of those things. So basically what you want to do is, when you do the tire rotation, and a lot of people have this thing confused where they think that somebody's going to take your tire off and, like, you know, flip it inside out or do something like that and then mount it. No, tire rotation means this tire, your front right, is going to go to your rear left, and then your right rear is going to go to your front left. That's how you diagonally rotate it. So this one goes to the back of the right side, to the left side, and this right side goes to the front over here, in the driver's side is where it's going to go. So this one is going to go to the rear other side. Hope that makes sense for you guys. I'm going to get to it, and then I'll show you guys what it requires. For the Sprinter van, 19-inch socket. However you want to unscrew it, I've got an impact gun for that. And then I'm just going to do this side. I'm going to lift up the other side as well. Once they're both lifted, I'll just take them out, swap them out, and I'll be done with one set, and then the other side, and that's it. And then there's a little trick, because these always get, oh, not this one. A lot of times what happens with these is they get caked on because of the heat. Oh, make sure this is not rubbing. A lot of times they get caked on over here. So I already basically went through here with a wire brush really hard with my drill so they wouldn't get caked on, and brushed all this out. And it hasn't been hot yet, but usually in the summer months, that's the whole problem that we end up having, is it's hard to get the wheels off. So you just lay down on the ground and you kick it with both feet and they come undone. That's the little trick to it. And here's my treads. Treads still looking good. Not even at 50% yet. And this is the rear. Rear always wears out faster than the front on a rear wheel drive, because of the corners, because you're giving gas and everything else. Nice and even wear everywhere, like that. My fronts, those are not so much. They're not even at all. But that all comes from, you know, bad ball joints, all the suspension things you always need to do, and it's just a matter of how good your alignment gets done, if it's good or not. Then when you notice that it's not good, it's too late already. Then your, you know, tire's not perfect anymore. So best thing to do is do the tire rotation all the time. Pretty much with every oil change, you're supposed to do a tire rotation. This process really does not take long at all. All you gotta do is just jack it up, get the jack stand out, lower it, and then you're back to doing the other side. So next is I'm going to go jack up on this side, in the front over here. Once I do the front, I'll put a jack stand up here, and then do the other side with the jack, leave the jack under it, swap them out, and we're done. I just got to redo the oil the air pressure on these too, because in the front they're 47 and in the rear you can set them anywhere from like 65 to 80 psi. So you got to make sure your psi is correct on these. When you're doing a tire rotation on the Sprinters, make sure that you know, fix your psi. Same thing here. Here's my front. The inside is nice and deep. Kind of hard to tell what it is on camera, but in real life it's a lot deeper than what it looks like. And this one, yeah, you can see that it's less, but all even wear and everything. So this one's going up front, this one's going in the rear. Obviously needs to eat some of the insides because they always do. They're just in the rear as you're, you know, going up hills, as you're turning, as you're giving gas, as you're doing everything in a rear wheel drive vehicle. Always your rears are going to be worn out faster than your fronts, just so you guys know. Even though you're turning with the front, it doesn't matter. The rears are what's pushing the vehicle. You're always constantly giving gas. So rears are actually the ones that always wear out, at least for me anyways, and that's my experience over all these years. So same thing. Undo these. And take it off. Here's what I was talking about. Sometimes you got to kick it with your foot. Doesn't help to hold the camera with one hand. But yeah, this one's going up front. You guys can see. Nice even wear. How deep is this? I don't know. Where's a penny? I don't even have a penny in here. A bolt won't even go in here. So we got more than a 1/4 inch of depth in here, like a lot more. So we're still got a lot of life left in this. And it's my first time rotating them. I should have done it a lot more often. You're supposed to do it technically every oil change. And on a regular vehicle, every oil change is 3,000 to 5,000 miles. On here, it's 10,000 miles, and it's been so many oil changes, and I haven't never done it yet. So that's why my fronts are worn out just a bit more, as you guys can see right here. And right here. Oh, my outside and my inside, both of them. So if you guys work in the alignment shop, let me know why that is. I'm guessing is because my tie rod ends need to be replaced, and alignment needs to be done definitely as well. I tried to go in for an alignment, and they told me on my right side is good, but then they told me my left side needs to have what do you call it? Tie rods done. But it ate away my right side more, or I'm sorry, my right side was eaten away more than my left side. So I don't even know what these guys are talking about. I'm going to replace them either way. We'll see if that will help. While I was messing with this stuff, I actually looked at my brake pad light was on actually pretty much right away as soon as I changed my brake pads out in the front. And I was too lazy to actually get in there because it got cold, it got rainy, it was winter, and all that kind of stuff. So I've been driving with my light on. It's been bothering some of you guys, so I've been getting some comments that, hey, you like to drive with that Christmas tree light on, with all those dash lights on. I mean, I don't really like to, but hey, once you get used to it after a little while, it bothered me for the first few trips, but in the end it didn't. So I thought maybe it was this one because it didn't do it when I replaced that side, and then when I messed with this side, the light turned on. So I thought maybe it's a bad sensor. I connected the two wires together, nothing here. So I went to the other side. My other side was actually ripped out. The wires were actually ripped out, and it didn't have the end piece at all. So I went on Amazon and ordered myself four pieces, 4 new sensors, and they'll come in 2 days. So once they come in, I'm going to replace those and not have that brake light, dash light on anymore. But besides that, this tire's going back on. Again, the other side tire is going back on, and that's it for basically that's it for your, I guess not your, but mine, my tire rotation. Not that hard, not difficult at all. It just takes a little bit of time. And yeah, it's nice to have a place where you could actually do it. Now I can actually do it somewhere without being cold, without getting wet, without getting snowed on, and so on and so forth. So very grateful for that. Definitely am. And finally pulled the trigger on the shop too. So it's been a long time coming, but I'm glad I did it. Was it worth the money? It's a lot of money, but it's brings the value up of the house, plus gives me something, to work in when I do need to work in. My boys, same thing with them and their cars. So I think in the end, it's going to definitely not be worse than not having it, but it is a big investment. It really is to, do it this way. Yeah, it is quite a bit, but I'm still grateful. I'm good. Very grateful. So this side's going on, the other side's going on, and we're done. God bless you guys. Take care. If you have any questions, employment-wise, if you have any questions about, I know in the last video I told you guys that I could do some heater installations for you guys, maybe build a bed and do some insulation installation if you needed. So if you guys really want, really are thinking about it, email the email address down in the description, eagleexpressops@gmail.com, but you need to copy and paste it because the way it's spelt is a special way. So email the email address in the description of the video if you guys are really serious about it and you guys want to come out and have me do it. It's going to be a flat fee for, you'll need to get the heater somewhere on your own, which is Amazon, the quickest. It could be at my place, or probably better, well, if you're an over-the-road driver, then for you to get it, it's going to be a little bit of, you got to be home. If you're not home and you're out west, out in Washington State, or can drive over here, then you could get it shipped directly to me. Order it on Amazon. I'll tell you exactly which one to buy, or I'll give you a few different options that you can buy, suggestions, and you guys can pick one out. Have it come directly here. Drive over here. I'll put it in. If you want the heater, $300 flat, however long it takes me, but shouldn't take more than, a couple hours at very most. And it doesn't matter if you have a diesel van or if you have the gas van. I'll suggest the correct type of heater based on your vehicle. Doesn't matter what you drive. So God bless you guys. Take care. See each other next time.